Hey everybody, I am finally live. Give me 1 minute to get everything set up and do all that. Tonight I was just planning on working on some more of my bullet journal. I'll give it a minute or two here for some people to get in here. I did this last night and I kind of wanted to erase. I didn't really like the champagne glasses behind this. So while I'm giving them a minute for you all to come in here, I finally sat down with my sand eraser, so I finally had the opportunity to erase it. So I'll do that while you guys are, hopefully some people can join me tonight. If you're joining, please say hey. I don't like the color I used for this, so I wanted to get rid of it. I have a better idea for the background of this page. So this was a page I did last night. I think it was Cynthia, and I don't know if she's here. I know she had liked to post earlier, but she sent me a thing about like life lessons from Taylor Swift, and like there's a ton of quotes that I love from her songs that are like parts of lyrics or whatever that are like good life lessons, right? And so she sent that. Hey, thank you. I did this last night. I was just erasing. I had put like a champagne flutes behind this, but I didn't like it, and I was just like going through all my stencils today, and I was like, the confetti in the background of that would be chef's kiss. So the first thing I'm gonna really do is the first real spread I'm gonna do is my setup for next week, but I figured while I thought about that for a minute, I would do this really quick because I haven't actually used this confetti stencil yet, and I like loved it when I designed it, but I haven't used it, so I want to use it really quick too. But yeah, I think that's a good a good background would be really cute because like the confetti was part of the hype of the tour, so yeah, I think that'd be a good one. And it like represents all her albums and stuff, so. And then that'll be like a good background. Plus, you can still write, I can still write all the quotes and stuff around it. How are you? How are we doing? Are your planners ready? Or are you like me still scrambling? Because I am scrambling. One of my goals for the weekend is to like have my setup ready. Not ready, but like functional by Monday, which is a tall ask, honestly. But I figure functional isn't completely ready, right? Like, doesn't mean I have to have all my spreads done. It just means like I need to do my next week setup. I need to do January. So like those are the two things I really want to do in the next couple days. Plus also like there's a couple of the spreads I really enjoy doing that I want to have done too. So as long as I get a couple of those done, I think I'll be okay. You're still finishing your reading. I honestly haven't even touched my 2023 one in a while. So yeah, it's probably not a good thing, but I want to be better about using it this year. So I want to get like functional. I want to get my Pop Sugar and Harry Potter challenges in my reading planner. I want to get like functional. Like I said, I want to make it functional so that I can start using it and then just, do all the extras. Like in this bullet journal, like this page isn't a necessity. It's just a fun one, but it's one I know I'll flip to a lot because I'm going to like it. So I was doing this while I was on the phone last night with somebody. So it was easy to like trace the letters. All I really did was this part of it. August to August. Oh, that's nice. That's kind of nice because I feel like this part of the year is so hard to set up. Like I was so excited for myself in early December when I was like done with my planner and I was like, I have all month to set it up. And then you know, life happened and I didn't touch it all of December. So yeah. I'm gonna pull these back out so I have them out. But yeah, I definitely need to get everything set up ready. Like, I need to have it functional. It was, but then, like, and it was nice because then I still had things weekly. It's not that I really used much of my planner in December either, but I would love to do that again. The problem is like, I would love to get far ahead in my planner. But then I'm like, when I make new stuff, like, I want to be able to use it. So it's like a hard balance. I don't know. I'm going to try to be good about that this year, is find that balance of, like, you know, I can show examples in other planners too. Like, that's what I just need to do, is pull out some of my other planners that I can do stuff in and just do my weeklies when I do my weeklies, and just, I don't know. Now I can't find where it is. Oh, shoot. They might be downstairs. So, no. I'll use this one. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I need to find a good balance this year of, like, it's so hard because it's like I want to save stuff for lives, but I want to, you know, do stuff for, like, I really need to do my YouTube. I did, yeah. I mean, Christmas is easy because I always want Christmas stuff. So we'll see. And I think I like how I did it this year. I went through and put all the dates for the weeks in, because now I can be like, okay, well, I know July 11th, I'm going to Italy. So, like, if I make an Italy stencil, I can just go ahead and do it then. Like, I could just flip ahead to that week and do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 is leather. I will be. Give me 1 second. Okay. I wanted to text my mom. I heard her just get home, and I'm like, I better do that before she's like, hey. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to try to get a good balance this year of, you know, some things that I can jump ahead on, and some things that I can't. So we'll see. I hope this looks good. I'm like, oh yeah, this looks good. And then if I just write in black over everything, it'll be good. All right. Orange. How are you doing? How is your bookworm life end of the year coming? No. Okay. Am I still here? Am I still here? I knew she was going to call. I forgot to go DND on my phone. Trying to see if I'm still here. Oh, yep. Okay, cool. Sorry for the interruption. Assigned books. I'm gonna be honest, I stopped about midway through the year and haven't really touched it since. So my goal this year is to also use that, and skipping ahead in my planner might actually help me do that, because then I can work on, you know, bringing that out for some lives. And that was my other idea of what to do tonight, because I wasn't sure what I was going to do into the actual planner. Yeah. I need to not figure out Storygraph. Like, I'm sure it's not hard to figure out, but I need to, I mean, I guess really figure it out. I will do that. The next couple, I think like my main focus this weekend is going to be getting things set up so that they're functional, so that, oh yeah, that looks so good. It reminds me of the Eras Tour so much too. That's going to make me happy when I look at it. My nephew must be here because I hear my mom like, hi. Once I get things functional, I love Storygraph. Yeah, same. Mine is too, but I hadn't been reading physical or ebooks. Thank you. I love this stuff. I hadn't used it yet. I designed it and I knew it would look good because, like, I mean, once you do it, you know, once you've done this, I don't know if, like, it sounds stupid, but, like, once you design enough, like, you kind of get a feel for the things that are going to look good and the things that might not. And the things that might not are the ones that I'm more likely to, like, you know, pull out a notebook before I put them up for sale and be like, okay, like, how does this look? Is it functional? You know, all that kind of stuff. But the ones that I knew this was going to look good. This was not a question in my mind. So I never really sat down and, like, pulled out inks to do it. Because I figured once I got to, like, because I have some extra pages in the back of my bullet journal from this year. And so, I'm going to use that for, like, some of my concert recaps and stuff. Or not, like, concert recaps, but, I mean, yeah, concert recaps, I guess. Pictures from concerts. Like, I feel like most of my favorite pictures from this year are from concerts, so I'm going to put some of those in there, and, yeah. But so I figured, like, once I did that and, like, started doing all of that kind of stuff, that I would use this, but it just kind of hasn't happened yet, and so I haven't used this yet. So it's actually kind of fun to pull it out and be like, oh yeah, this does look as good as I thought it was going to look. It's always kind of gratifying, like the first time I use a stencil and I'm like, oh yeah, that did work. Most of the time it's, you know, prior to posting it, but like I said, some of them, like, you just know will work. And I don't really have to, like, look at it and worry about it. Oh my gosh, I love this. Are you doing anything fun this weekend? These is 2 hockey practices. Ugh, gross. Oh, that's fun. Hi, Marie. Thank you. Oh man, this is the first weekend in a long time that I haven't had something that's like an all-day thing going on. I think I might go out with somebody over the weekend, but like that's not, you know, Christmas stuff away. That's so sad. I hate that time though. That's, yeah, I mean, it's nice that when it gets done, but I was telling my mom last night, I was like, I want to like leave up some of our white lights. Like, I want to just like have like a little bit of brightness. Like Like, we can take all our Christmas stuff down, but can we leave some of the white lights up and just let it be, like, wintry? You know what I mean? It just gets so dark and so sad here. You're over Christmas, turn it to Valentine's. I mean, I could do that too, like, if they can be lights. I love Christmas, though. I am kind of over it this year, though. Not over it, but... I mean, I'm not over the lights. Like, I think that's the part I really like about Christmas decorations is it lights up the dark nights. You know what I mean? Like, so if she's like, sure, like, I'm gonna I never took my Christmas tree down last year in my room. So my travel tree has been up for like over a year. And I think I'm gonna finally, unfortunately, take it down. But I'm like, I need to add some like white lights somewhere, maybe like behind my TV or something. On my dresser, wherever, somewhere, just somewhere to give me a little bit of color. I still have some LED lights I never put up over COVID. Maybe I'll put those up too. You wanted your living room back? Yeah. I will say our Christmas decorations are a lot, so I can understand that, and I kind of do too. But I just really I like the light. So I think if she's like, yeah, we'll leave, you know, some lights up or whatever. Change the ornaments for each different holiday. You know, well, the tree in my room specifically, Chinese lantern display, when is that? I want to go to that. That's fun. Grand Rapids is like 2.5 hours from me. I would totally go to that. That sounds fun. I want to go. I need to remember after the live to look that up. I was in Grand Rapids earlier in December. My cousin graduated from Ferris State, and then they had like her graduation dinner in Grand Rapids. And there was like a little Christmas market we went to. It was kind of cute. It was small, but that sounds so fun. I want to do it. I want to do that for sure. I'm gonna have to look it up and get a hotel room or something, because I want to do that. But that's what I like about Christmas, about the Christmas decorations especially. I just like, you know, it fills up the house, and it gives it some brightness, you know, and it's dark out and you can just turn them on and just sit in the coziness. But I've like on TikTok, I've been watching, they have like, you know, like the people that live in like the Arctic Circle where it's like dark for the next like 3 months, and they all have like lights and stuff behind their, you know, they're on their bookshelves and behind their TVs and like all over their house. And I'm like, that just looks so cozy, and I want to live like, I don't want to live like that in the dark. I mean, we do in Michigan basically, but I want to go to the Lantern Festival now. Alex, I just saw you pop on. Come to Michigan. Let's go to this Lantern Festival. Road trip. I know you love those. It was fun. Yeah. We didn't get to stay. Like, we only had like an hour, and I wanted to do the melted cheese, but we were going to dinner and it was like $17, and I was like, oh, I guess I'm not going to do it. I really wanted to though. Oh, I've been wanting to try one of those for so long, and I saw they had it there and I was so excited. My mom was like, it's $17 and we're going to dinner, and I'm like, I know, but I want to try it. And we had to leave anyway, and the line was a little long, so we ended up not doing it. We did get one of those cute little mugs they had, though. That was adorable. I think my mom wanted it to be, like, more, like, Christmas stuff, like, and I was like, I just want to, like, hang out here with some friends and, like, chill and make some s'mores and do all that kind of stuff. But, alas, I had to go celebrate my cousin graduating college. Like, that's a big deal. I mean, it is. That was very sarcastic. This stuff is like, you have to like look on like a TikTok or something. It is so cool. I want to try it so bad. I'm so bummed I didn't try it. I'm kicking myself still. I'll have to find it somewhere else. They were sold out. Yeah, so we went, I got the like ceramic ones. Like, they were like small. Like, they were like this big. I think they were like $5, and then like the cider was $5 or something. And I was driving that night, so I couldn't have like an alcoholic drink in it, which was fine. The cider was good. So I just got that one. I think there were other ones that they were sold out of, but like the girl was like, do you want a mug? We have them. And I was like, no. And she was like, I mean, you can look up like YouTubes and stuff too. It's called raclette. I don't know how to pronounce it exactly, but it's pretty good. I mean, I haven't tried it. It looks really good. They were like, it's like this like half a thing of cheese, and they have it under like a heating thing, and then they do it and they like scrape it onto it, and it's so cool looking. I want to try it so bad. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I really want to try that. I think it's like one of those, like, you know, they do it in like the European Christmas markets and other European markets and stuff, and people are just kind of catching on now here. And I really want to try it. They had something else there that looked so good, and I was like, I wanted to try it, but we were like literally going to dinner, and I was just kind of like, I guess I shouldn't, but I totally should have. I'm obsessed with this now. I'm glad I did this. So the next thing I'm going to do after this is my next week's layout, and then I'm going to work on January. I'm probably not going to be on like super, super long tonight, but I do need to get some things done. So I'll be on for a little bit, but this is turning out so good. I'm going to definitely have to like be cognizant when I write quotes though, that I make them bold enough. So far I have, the four I have are, if a man talks shit, then I owe him nothing. To live for the hope of it all. Hold on to the memories, they will hold on to you. And everything you lose is a step you take. But there's so many I can add. I just haven't really sat down and done it. Yeah. I'm loving this. And this would be a fun, like, party one, too. Like, not just Taylor Swift. Or, like, a sports, like, with your sports team's colors and stuff. That would be cute, too. Like, especially if you're in, like, a championship or something. Or you win a championship. Or, like, this would have been a good New Year's one, too. But this kind of confetti will always remind me of the Eras Tour now. Yeah, when they have one that's like half Browns, half Lions to celebrate the momentous occasion that both of our teams managed to not F up an entire season. And at the same time. But yeah, that is a good idea. I should do that for the Lions. When is playoffs are... I'm still shocked. However, is it next weekend? So that needs to be my next week's spread then. Shoot. I was planning on a winter spread. But there's not a week between? I thought there was 1 week between. Isn't there wild card games? Or is that baseball? Shoot. I was planning a nice, easy winter spread for next week. Confetti. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Hang on. I'm going to look it up. Detroit Lions playoff game. Go. Breaking down games for Detroit Lions playoff picture. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't give me a good date yet. Oh, man. That kind of bums me out. I didn't really want to do football next week because of... Oh, that's true, and we're not going to be number 1 seed, so... Dang it. You mean the Lions could be done by next weekend? That's sad. They'll manage to screw it up some way. You mark my words. Or the NFL will screw it up, you know. One way or the other, the Lions are not getting past next weekend. I think it does, because I like tried to like quick glance and I couldn't find anything. Dang it. I really wanted to do a winter spread next week because it was going to be easy. Now, but like I feel like it's much more momentous of an occasion that the Lions are in the playoffs, so I have to do that. Hey Lisa, how are you? I mean, winter is Lions colors. Hey Cynthia. I think you were the one that sent me the page that was like life lessons from Taylor Swift or something, right? Which fit nicely with winter. True. Yeah, so that's what this page is based on. Or not really. I mean, I wanted to do a Taylor Swift quote page anyway, but this is my life lessons, Taylor's version. So it's gonna be like my favorite like life lesson-y quotes from songs. And I just did the confetti in the background of it. And I want to be very gentle peeling this off because this washi has stuck a couple times. So there we have it. And then I'm going to fill it up with all of my favorite quotes. I have a few in here already. So yeah, that's that one. Let me show you guys what I've done so far. We have my title page. I know a lot of you are here for that one. I still have to stamp this and find my stamp, but that's almost done. And then my birthdays and anniversary pages. I'm going to do that, maybe tomorrow. I don't know that I'll go live for it, but it'll be set up like I have in years past. My goals, again, I just have to write my goals in. My vision board, I think I'm going to do tomorrow too. I haven't really decided how I'm going to set that up. My word of the year, I'm still debating on. I did do this last night, and I just have to fill in the actual list. I just use a little bit different colors, but I set it up the same way as I did last year for my master packing list. This is the travel luggage stencil, and then this is the plain patterns or something like that. I use a little bit different colors, which I kind of liked. And then this is going to be my playlist page, which was another page I was thinking about doing this week. And here's all my self-care. My shop goals one that I did the other night, and I filled in my actual shop goals. And then the numbers too. The social media tracker and all that we did the other night, which I was really happy I got on and did. My bucket list, and I just remembered, oh yeah, I wanted to add something to it. And I think I'll just do that later. And I also did this last night. I used I think it's chevron doodles and the compass, and then that same plain one, and then the curved font numbers. So I think on this one I'm going to do, because I think I told you guys in the past I've just done a 2-page one like this, and it's just been like, this page has been the log, and that's been my travels, and I've colored in the states that I've gone to. But since next year I'm going to a couple other countries, at least 2. So this has been my one last year. I did the same stencils. I just changed up the colors a little bit. I'm in like this pink and orange and brown and yellowy. I didn't put brown on that page, but I'm in like a little bit more of a brighter vibe this year, I guess. So I just kept a track of all my travels. Basically just anytime I left the state. And then, like here I did, like I colored in the state when I went there, and then I like did a dotted line if I flew and a solid line if I drove. And then, so this year though, since I'm going to be in Italy and in Vancouver, Canada, like last year when I went to Canada, I just did, like it was just Toronto. So I just like made a little note. I mean, I could do the same thing for Vancouver, but I thought what I would do next year is this will still be my log, and then this will be USA, and then this will probably be Italy, and this will be Canada. And then I can just kind of put on a map, like where I go in each place. And I will probably honestly go into Windsor just to go to a second place in Canada next year. So that's how I think I'm going to set that up. And that way, I'll have room for like all the like real detailed stuff without having to do like a separate like log kind of thing. And then I already have a Canada map, but I think I'm going to redo it. And then I am in the process of doing an Italy map and then working on like a European map too. And then I will eventually get to the other continents as well. And then we already talked about this. These 3 pages are going to be my Hold On to the Memories and Candle Act and Heart and like my adventures, my Polaroid pages. This is going to be my gifts page, or it already is my gifts page. This is going to be quotes. This is another page that I thought if I had time I could work on tonight, but if I'm not doing the simple winter one, I probably will not have time to do that because now I have to find the football things. And then you just saw me finish this one, or not finish it, but get it to a point where all I have to do is put the quotes in. So then I have a couple more pages that I'm not completely sure what I'm going to do. I have the January monthly here. I do need to still do that. So that and then next week's spreads are kind of the 2 things that I wanted to get done this weekend. But I'm not sure how well that's going to happen. Let me find my football stencils now. Man, I can't believe I didn't think about wild cards. And football in general. Dang it. Maybe I'll just make it kind of simple. Do some footballs and some confetti. Let me put these inks back now and I'm done using all those colors. Trying to be neater when I am working on stuff now. I think I screwed up these 2 colors though. Like that. Okay. All right. So I do need to clean off the confetti one if I'm going to use that though. That blue was a pretty good Honolulu blue, actually. Let me see. I'm going to do one more Google search and hope that it comes up differently. Okay, you know what? I'm nervous because what if... Let's see. Like, what if they don't play next week? Right? Because I don't think there's any way they can get first place now, right? Oh, yeah, 100% that they're first place. And the Lions are 95% in 3rd place, which means they will... First round home field advantage in playoffs. Okay, NFL playoff first round. NFL playoff first round schedule. Okay, yeah, you're right. It is next weekend. All right, so we're gonna go sign my life away for soccer registration. No, it's okay. I already looked up. I just I just looked up the schedule because I think there's like a 95% chance that they'll be in third place, so they'll play next weekend. I don't think they can finish any further than third, so. All right. Okay, soccer registration, that sounds fun. Now I have to like reimagine this whole thing. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do like the yard markers down here in green. And then I pulled out, the funny thing is I pulled out like all my locker boxes, but no, I don't know where I put them because I like had them all kind of arranged how I was going to have them. I think I'll use these rounded boxes because they're different. So if I do like that, I could put like the helmet and then maybe like, you know, that guy in blue on Friday night from 6 to 7. I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh no. Yeah. I mean, I would too. It's your kid. Okay. And then just kind of do the confetti and footballs all around. That's kind of different. Let's see what we can do. How are those of you that have come in since I last, how are you guys' planners coming? Are you set up for the year? Are you still scrambling like me? Wondering if you're gonna get things done. Because right now I'm wondering if I'm gonna get things done. I really don't want it to be like last year where I was like, oh, I'll just get it done eventually. Like, I want to have it done. And that's hard for me to do. I don't know if I like it like that, though. Yeah. Okay. I could do, I guess I don't really even need, like, the yard markers, right? Finish your 22. I honestly, like, I got so far behind, I stopped using mine. So don't tell Monica. She knows. Don't tell her though. I don't know if I like it that way though. Yeah, I need to. That's one of my other goals, is to come live with that one more often. Like, let myself get ahead in this one and do whatever I want. I mean, I'm working on next week right now. I still don't even have January set up, which I need to do. All right, let's see. No, I still don't like that. All right, we're just gonna leave it the classic. Classic square setup. Actually, that would be kind of cool. I kind of want to cover the page in Honolulu blue. Is that weird? But then I won't be able to do the confetti like I want. Are you doing a Browns layout for next week, Katie? I feel pressured into doing the Lions one. I'm just kidding. Actually, what if I did the blue on this page covered in footballs, and then on this page left it white, and did the blue confetti, blue and gray confetti? That would be different. Quidditch challenge this weekend, yeah. I need to do that too, because I have a list of all my books. I just never finished filling them out. Stressing about their game, yeah. Tomorrow? Does it like to do blue on this side and then blue with footballs, and then on this side do the confetti and maybe like the yard markers? 40 and 40 days journal for my 40th. Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, I'm stressing about ours too. We're gonna lose. Especially after the way the NFL kind of screwed us out of last week. So I'm not hopeful that they won't do the same for this week. Or next week, I mean. Hi, Jenny. Yes, sports ball. Football and deco. Okay, that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm putting this down so that when I don't want to get blue on this page, ideally. I think that'll be cute, the blue on this page. I'm trying to find what I think is the closest to the Lions colors that I have. I know. Oh my God. The funny thing is, I mean, obviously I live in Detroit, but they've had one billboard on my way to work. The other day it said 11 and 5 and crossed it out and said 12 and 4. And then today it said Decker reported. It's so funny. I love Detroit. I love her. The thing is like, I'm sure you guys feel the same way. Like, I just feel like I can't get excited about it because, like, the shoe's gonna drop, right? Like, the shoe, something's gonna happen. They're gonna lose in a Lionsy way. Like, I can't get excited about it because it's just not gonna last. Like, I mean, you know, I know a lot of Cleveland people. I, you know, lived down there for many of the Browns' bad seasons, like I lived down there for many of the Lions' bad seasons. I just know it. Could you imagine if the Browns and the Lions, though, made it? That would be, like, the most... I mean, one city would be, like... It would be, like, the ultimate heartbreak. Because at least we've had each other in misery for this long. Could you even imagine, though? Both of our cities would just burn either way. Diving into this one. Really? I mean, the Lions, too. The Lions also. A lot of people are, but I'm like, come on. We've been around this long. We know it can't last. Like, come on, guys. Don't be too excited. It really would be so amazing. But, like, honestly, could you imagine? Cleveland and Detroit at it again. Both cities would literally probably burn. Just for the hell of it. I remember when I was in college and it was the Cavs and the Pistons. Oh man, I used to get so... We had the hardest time trying to pick a favorite team to play mid, and Don was like, maybe the Lions, because we live there now. And I was like, yeah, right. Flacco's revenge tour. Yeah. And in a way, kind of Goff's too. Like, Goff has been a different quarterback in Detroit than he was in LA. But you know what? They're fun. It's been a fun season, but it's been, like, I've just been waiting for it. Like, I've been waiting for the other shoe to drop and something bad to happen, and I guess it'll be next week. Man, that would have been just such the perfect play, too. Taylor Decker, too. Like, he's my boy. Like, I've always loved him being on the Lions. Well, I mean, not for him. Like, not that he had to be on the Lions, but it's just always made me happy that he was. It was such a great play. God, they screwed us so bad. It makes me so sad. I was literally had just came in from being out, and I was like, I was like, oh, they're gonna lose, and I like kind of like wasn't watching, and then I looked, and I was like, they scored, and then I watched, and I was like, Taylor Decker! Like, I went crazy. I was like, that's my Buckeye! Like, I was so excited, and then they threw that flag, and I was like, don't do this to me. Don't do it. Oh, what a heartbreak. And to think for like a good 20 some hours, I was like, I could go to Dallas. I could go to Dallas and watch Ohio State play Missouri, and then watch the Cowboys and the Lions, because they're back-to-back nights. Like, I could do it. Thank God I didn't. That would have been the most miserable weekend. Like, miserable weekend. Thank God. It would have been so bad. Oh my God. It would have, I mean, like, so bad in the funniest way possible. I really thought about it, but I was like, I don't want to go to the Cotton Bowl. But I was like, what a fun weekend of football. And it would not have been a fun weekend of football. Oh man, what a shit show. I can't imagine if I had been there for that. I would have been freaking out about Decker scoring, and then, I would have been in some fights with some Texas Cowboys, that's for sure. And I meant, like, dudes from Texas and not, like, Dallas Cowboys, said in the wrong way. More fun in theory. Absolutely more fun in theory. Dang. Can you imagine? Oh my God. I would have been so miserable. Oof. However, I did see a lot of our defenders are coming back next year. That's pretty exciting. If we could have a defense like we had this year. If we could have defense like we had last game. Dang. I'm down for that. Yeah. I've been to Dallas twice, and they were both for, like, short weekends, not for sports stuff. I know, the defense, man. I honestly, like, I didn't really care. Like, it's a bowl game. We weren't getting anything out of it. And especially once Devin Brown went down, I was like, oof. Then I was just kind of like, oh, this is kind of funny. And then I was like, dang, our defense, like, that was so good. But some of them are coming back, so maybe we'll get... Maybe it'll be okay. It's pretty funny, though. All right, so there is the footballs. And I think I want to do, like, a silver encasing. That was weird. Let me find my bag that I'm looking for. Maybe. Is it over there? It's totally over there. Dang it. All right, let's see what we got down here. I need silver, though. Thank you. Give me... Oh, no, maybe this will work. That's not silver. Is this silver? This is silver. Ooh, this is a good silver for this. This is an incredible silver, actually. do a little bit of sand erasering. I really need to wipe my hands up before I keep touching things. How's everybody else doing? Anybody have fun plans for the weekend other than watching sports? This is finally like the first chill weekend I've had in a while. Alright, let me peel this back. Got it stuck in my ribbon apparently. And then on this side, we're gonna clean these off really quick because they would be everywhere. I'm gonna actually give it a little bit more space, I think. Taking a trip somewhere warm next weekend? That sounds fun. Any ideas where? I want to go somewhere warm. Well, I don't really care about being warm. It is a good blue. I do think it's probably a little better on the picture. It's a little brighter than I wanted, but it's about as close as I was going to come without doing too much mixing. Miami, nice. I want to trip anywhere. I'm so sad that, like, I mean, I'm going to have an amazing time when I go. But I'm sad that I'm, like, don't have time for, like, fun, smaller trips this year. Makes me sad. I'm just going to have to squeeze a couple ones, like, on the actual weekend. On the weekends. And not take too much, like, other time. Alright, I'm going to kind of faintly do the numbers here, I think. Oops, I forgot the 50. That's okay. We'll just do the end zone here. All right, now for the confetti. This is a pretty good blue though. This came together a lot faster than I was thinking it was gonna. I do want to do a football player though. Let's do maybe this one right here. That's a good one. And then let's do a little bit of a stagger on it. So I'm just going to twist it very slightly and do a black outline. And it'll give it kind of that, like, I don't even know how to, like, that, like, kind of skewed outline look. Which I love. And then maybe up here we'll do the quarterback. That'll be cute. Like one in each corner kind of thing. And then I'll do the confetti all around it. And hope that there's confetti falling next weekend in Detroit for the Lions. Yeah, I love that, like, echoey. I don't even know. I know there's like a, like if you try to do this in a preset of anything, like there's always like a preset named this, like, kind of like popish outline, I guess. I need to find out like what the actual name of it is. Yeah, if you put it on really heavily, it does have kind of like a chalky, like, residue offset. Yeah, maybe. But like you can touch it. I would just be very careful. Like if you get it on your fingers, it definitely will transfer. That's what, the mono sand erasers are my favorite for that, because you can just kind of really lightly erase most of it. But yeah, the ink it dries pretty fast. It's not like a, it doesn't dry as fast as a dye ink, but the dye inks are the ones that'll, bleed through your planner, so you really don't want to use those. Okay, so then lastly, what I'm going to do is put this guy down, and we're going to put some blue and Honolulu blue and silver confetti through here. Hopefully give our lions some good mojo dojo in our casa house. Good. Okay, so let's do that, and let's pull out a good, I think the Lost Shadow was the one I used for New Year's, so we'll do that again. We're gonna do a little more gray up near the, around the guys. Yeah, this layout didn't take too long. That's good. One of the reasons I wanted to do the winter was because like I knew it wouldn't take super long. But this hasn't either, so that's good. Okay, and then let's add the blue in. Where's my blue brush? Yes, I think so. Sigh. Are you guys supposed to too? Like the last thing I want. I do not like the snow. I mean, I like the snow. I like the snow if we don't have to drive in it. However, I'm gonna have to drive in it. You guys will probably get lake effect too, won't you? Oof. Bring back the 50s. This is the week you guys should go somewhere warm, Jenny. Get out while you can. It looks so good. I love it. And then we'll just move it one time. I hate it. Yes, we're in the snow belt, but I haven't seen any prediction. I haven't really looked super close. I just have heard that we're supposed to get snow. Yeah. Bummer. Thank you. And it didn't take very long to come together either, which is always my favorite part. Especially when I'm on the live, I'm like, always like, this is taking too long. I'm boring people. All right. I mean, some spreads just take, ooh, that is not the color I wanted. Some spreads just take longer because they're like more intricate, but thank you. And like those ones I like doing because they're fun and, you know, like they're experiments and I like playing with things in my planner too, so. But on a night like tonight, 0.2 inches on Sunday? No, no, no. Ew, 5 on Friday? Ooh, gross. Well, if you go to Miami, I hope you're getting out before Friday. Dang. I hate winter. I mean, I love winter. I do. I like the cold. I just hate snow. And that's Detroit, so that means you guys, unless the band misses you guys will get more too. Ugh. Gross. Why do I live where the air hurts my face? Oh, I want rain. We have all 4 seasons in Michigan, usually in the same day. All right. And then I do want to do, where's my icons? You want me to shovel and make a snowman? Tell Donald if he would like to shovel more snow, I will give you my address. All right. I think that'll be enough for this. He is more than welcome to come shovel our snow too. Okay. January 8th. I know, for sure better than rain, or better than snow. Well, he is more than welcome. All right. It does. I really like the silver on there. It's like popping really well. Not signing for a plow contract, exactly. Our driveway is like a 6-car driveway, so it's not like terrible, but it's not like small. Thank you, thank you. I just like forgot how to spell Friday. This is why I do not usually talk and write. All right, so there is the audible I pulled when Katie mentioned the Lions playoff game, because I was going to do a winter spread for this week. So there is next week planned, and obviously I'll add in my stuff. We can put 4 to 5 cards end to end and 2.5. Yeah, so ours is like, I mean, we can fit more in it, but it's meant for 6 cars. So it's like 4, like 1, 2, 3, 4, sidewalk, 5, 6. So probably fairly close, maybe a little shorter than yours. All I know is I hope it happens while I'm at work so that I don't have to do it. Okay, so yeah, there's that. Obviously this was last week. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my January calendar, and then I can always do the fold-in pages after, because those aren't as important. Thank you, thank you. Oh no, I had yellow on that. Okay, let me find my, wait 1 second. I was just thinking, I think the places that have my folded pages are very minimally, Jenny. If it's like super wet, I very rarely, like, if I cover a page like that and get super wet, this isn't wet, it's not really rubbing. There's rarely transfer, like I'll show you last year's. So like, I would say more if I like cover it, but I really don't. Usually by the time I'm done with my spread, by the time I close my book, it's dry. Sometimes you'll get like little marks, but I think that's just as much from me, like, you know, like writing on it or like marking it accidentally. I'm trying to think. I really don't think I've ever had an issue with it like rubbing together. It dries pretty fast. It's not as fast as like a dye ink. The oxide inks that I use are a hybrid between a dye and a pigment ink. Pigment inks dry slow, but they're the ones that sit on top of your paper, and then the dye inks dye into it. But that's the reason the dye inks can dye your page. So these are a pretty good mix of the two. He does have ones that are black on the outside and say just distressed inks. Those are not the same thing. You want the silver ones are the ones that are the best in your planners. They're the ones I recommend for everybody. They're the ones I use mostly. I do have the other ones and I use the other ones, but you have to be a lot more careful with them. These are the best. Not only just for beginners, like these are the ones I use most too. So for planners, I think these are kind of the wheelhouse. But there's other inks you can use, so. Okay. So now on this one, I'm trying to think, because I was just thinking that I really wanted to do, I want to use, yeah, absolutely. And that's one of the things I want to do this year. I want to do, I've already said I want to set my YouTube channel up. One of the ones I'll be doing soon is kind of like a basic, the basic tools that are good for your planners, the basic inks and all that kind of stuff. I just need to sit down and do it. I just haven't. Maybe against hope, I'll get a snow day on Friday and be able to do that. Highly doubt it, but it would be really great. I'm just putting that out in the universe. I'm putting that on my vision board. Friday snow day. We very rarely have a snow day. I don't think I ever have while working at this company, so just throwing it out there in the universe. Universe, if you want to take care of me, help all of these planner people out, I will work all day, just, you know, on this stuff and not on that stuff. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do, so for my monthly layouts, let me grab, I hope I have enough to do this, because I think my other one is downstairs. I ordered a full notebook of white paper, but I think it's downstairs. But I think I have enough for this tip out. So I think on this one, when I was in Florida for SGS, as long as I have it here, which I think I do, I haven't used this before. I got the Lauren Felt's tip-in tape, and it's made basically for Dutch doors, and I've never used it, so I thought we could give it a try today, I guess, if that's what I'm doing. So what it is it's like washi tape, and it's pre-perforated. I'm not going to do it because I'm going to actually do my pages. I've never used it, Lena, so I'm a little nervous, as my nephew would say. His favorite line is, I'm a little nervous. Where a 4-year-old gets that, I don't know, but he says this all the time. I'm a little nervous for this. We'll see how it goes though. But she has such like impeccable taste. Like I know this is probably awesome stuff. Ooh, okay. So, okay, I'm gonna leave that there and use that later. So I guess it's not like sticky on both sides. I think you have to peel it away maybe. So it's pre-perforated and it's, or not pre-perforated, I'm sorry, like folded. So I think all I do is peel the back out and line it up. So let me actually work on these pages first before we get too excited about this. But instead of gluing it, I think I'm going to try this year, or this week, or this month at least. And we can see how it kind of holds up over the month and if I want to do it again for February. Because if I do, that will give me a lot more room on each page. Because normally I'm folding this, so I'm losing like a good inch over the course of both pages. So that would be super great if that works. So the first thing I'm going to do is kind of cut these pages down. And then I want to cut it about right there. I need scissors though, but I don't think I have scissors over here. Oh no, there's scissors. So this is the Archer and Olive notepad paper, and it's basically the same paper that's in their notebooks. So I ordered recently a new, like, fully white one. So I won't have to, like, this one has some craft paper and some black paper too. So if you like that, I also have one, I can't find the other one that I was looking for. I have another one that's like dark blue and green, it's pretty. And then this one's like rainbows. And I think they've done other like pastels and stuff. And I think they have one that's all craft paper and all black paper too. And this one's like, had all three of them, but I've only used the white. Because I think when I wanted to order the white paper, they didn't have it. And that was the best I could do. Okay, so then for the tip-in tape, I'm not going to use it yet. So I think all you do is like line these two up and put the fold there and kind of like, I don't know. Where's Lauren when I need her? Okay, let's worry about this though. So I wanted to do on this one, I wanted to use that new mirror ball banner stencil. And I hope I can find it because I know it was right here. My stuff is a mess. I'm so sorry. Because I want to put like this with like January across it. Okay, so I like to do them like that. And I want this to be on this side. And then I'll put January as like my cover page. And on this side, I'll probably put like a little stamped calendar. And then, I don't know what I'm going to do on the rest of it. Yeah. As long as it looks good, it'll be nice. Okay. And I am going to kind of tape the paper as well to the table just to make it so it doesn't move. So for this, all I'm doing is kind of spreading out the different colors. I'm actually using the blue that was on this brush from the lion spread, and I'm going to kind of like put a little bit of gray in it, put a little purple in it, and kind of use some of these colors that's already on there that I haven't washed off yet, because that's kind of the vibe I want. I want it to look like it's catching the different color of lights in the room. And not be too super dark. So let's pull this up really quick and look at how that's coming. Okay, I definitely need it like a little bit darker. So I'm gonna pull these colors out. Got a grainer blue and a lighter blue. And also I know some of you have been to a lot of lives, some of you haven't. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask. Some lives I'm like more in like a teaching mode, and some I'm just kind of doing my thing and you guys can ask questions. So this is more of a I'm doing my thing and you guys ask questions. So feel free to throw out any questions that you have about stuff. Yeah. So, like, don't be afraid to ask them. I'm just not necessarily, like, thinking about all the ins and outs. So, on some of these, like on these ones, they have the big patterns. I tend to like to do like more of a technique of just kind of like blending in some colors and letting whatever colors pop. Do you know how these inks work? I do not, but I don't know if I have any that I can try. Let me think. If not, like, are you coming to the next book club and or Scrappy? Because you can totally try some. I can even bring you like a little sampling pad of some too. My guess is it'll probably ghost because that paper's really thin, right? So my guess is you'll probably get some ghosting of it. We plan on going down to summer school, so oh yay, good. He can help us with trivia. My suspicion, that's the word I was looking for. My suspicion is that it'll ghost, but it shouldn't bleed because this ink just really like sits on top. It holds if it holds permanent marker, then yeah, that'll be fine. If it holds a Tombow, it should be fine. Again, like I'm sure do you not get ghosting with like Tombows in that? But if you remind me like closer to book club, because we still have like another week, right? If you remind me closer to book club, I will like make a little sample of one of the colors that I have for you. Okay, so again, you can kind of lift it up and see like, kind of got like the different colors in there. And then I am going to put like a little bit of yellow just on the stars to make it twinkle. And again, if you're new, one of the other things I do recommend is always washing it for sure. I recommend, I pulled it up. It was just a pain in the butt to pull up a second time. I do recommend usually washing it in 2 spots. And that way it'll hold it down really well. Like this way I could have like moved it. But if this was washied, like you really weren't moving it. And bought the book but haven't, I bought the book but haven't started it too. But so that's not, you know. But what I recommend doing is washing it in 2 places, and then you can pull up one side and you can kind of look at it. And it's kind of like the same as that like stamping platform thing. You can pull it up and look at it. And if you think that needs more, you can put it right back down in the same place. You know, put your washi back down. And then continue to washi. Or to continue to ink. And, you know, you can keep doing that and kind of like check your progress. Like one of the other things I recommend, especially if you're new, is going very light on the colors and just continuing to build it. It takes a little longer, but you can kind of get the right, like, this one is, Shark Heart is for Scrappy. So this one is the something of something Pharaoh of June Pharaoh. It's whatever Monica's reading for her January PBT book, The Collected Regrets of June Clover, June Pharaoh, something like that. The Unmasking of June Pharaoh. Sure, that's what it is. I was really close. Yeah, the PBT one. We don't always do it, but I think we were just like, I don't know, just give us a good book. Or maybe Monica had already read it and was like, no, it was really good. You guys should read it. And so we were like, okay. Anyway, so what I recommend is, especially if you're new, when you're inking, put less ink on these brushes, like, and you can kind of dab them off, and go like a very light color, check it, see if you want it darker, go a little darker, you know, kind of like going in layers. It does make it easier. I'm sure it makes it easier for her too, especially when she's got a ton of, and I don't know like what her order count is, but I'm sure her orders are always way more than mine. So, I'm sure her order count is a lot. Anyway. So, then the last thing I'll do is, for this page at least, I'm just going to take, that silver was really awesome, so I'm going to use it again. January. And that's fine too. Like, that's how I usually am. But if you're worried about like bleeding and stuff, I would definitely go a little more subtle. JNU. Am I spelling this wrong? It looks like I'm wrong. I know I'm not spelling this wrong, but I'm second guessing myself. JANU. It just looks wrong. I don't know why. And then I'm going to do a little boop. But there's a real quick, super easy. I do like these kind of, like the banner ones. They make a real easy cover page. Okay, and then on this page, like I said, I'm going to leave a little space because I want to do, like stamp in, or I could even, I don't necessarily have to stamp it in. I could always, let's do that. We'll use our, if I can find that. I'm in the mode of like all of my stencils are not in binders. They're all just kind of piled. The ones that I pulled out to use are all just kind of piled in piles. So I have to like shuffle through piles to see if I can find the right one. And I'm not sure I have it out. But I know it's not in the right place in the binder either. So if I do, perfect. I'm going to be off of chat for a second. I would need to look at a calendar while I do this. Oh yeah, I guess I really don't because that's a gray. That's a good color. New Year's Day was a Monday, right? So we're going to go right here. And instead of actually like drawing this calendar, I'm just gonna use it as a guide to where to put my numbers. You can absolutely trace all the boxes. I'm just not feeling that today. And then I'll just put like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, oops, Friday, and Saturday. And you could definitely, and I will actually draw that top box in, I think. Okay. Yeah, they would. I guess I could do that. I'm being lazy though. Let's do this blue. We're in a blue mode. Hey Dana. Are you still in New Zealand? How is not the land down under? How is the land of the hobbits? I can't remember what they call New Zealand. Good call, Jenny. Kiwis. There we go. I was having a brain fart. One more week. Ah, how fun. That's awesome. All right, now I need to think what I want to do for this. Oh, I think I want to just do like confetti. So let me pull out. Actually, you know what I kind of want to do? I usually do the Northern Lights, the like Aurora Borealis ones on like blue paper. Yeah, me too. I usually do it on blue paper. But it would be kind of fun to do on white, right? Let me see which ones I can find. And when I say my stencils are all in stacks, like they are literally in stacks. One of my goals this weekend is to put them all back in their right binders, but when it comes to the end of the year and I just get like in a hectic, chaotic mode, the first thing that happens is that all my stencils end up in stacks like that. Especially when there's like big releases, because then I like don't have the place for them already. And so those are the first ones that go into the stacks. And then once there's already a stack, it's so easy to just leave, you know, continue to have stacks. Oh, we could use this one. Oh, perfect. Although I kind of like the idea of like the bigger, the old Auroras that were bigger. Let's pull that winter one out. That's like the one thing that like I've been seeing so much on TikTok is people like going to different places to see the Aurora Borealises, and I'm just like, oh, that's always been so high on my bucket list, and like that needs to be the next like major trip I take. All right, so I have 3 different stencils that have them. I feel like these are too small. Like even this one is kind of small on a paper, although that might be a little too big. I need a Goldilocks one. I guess I could do the mountain, but that looks kind of weird next to it. No, I think I'll just save it for a layout. Good night. Take care. You too. Oh, it's almost 11 o'clock. Yeah, I need to move this along here. Let's do a confetti on this one. We'll just make it New Year's Eve. Let me give it a quick wipe, because this is not been cleaned since I did the other layout. Here's another good way to use your layout stencil. Use the confetti. All right. We're just going to do kind of like confetti all over on this. And it's going to be the same thing. I'm just going to take the colors that I've already used and kind of throw them all in here. Maybe I'll throw like a 2000 or like 2024 on here somewhere too. Make it like a New Year's spread. I do also like adding quotes to these, so maybe I'll find like a New Year's quote and add it in here. Let's add our 2024, maybe in the silver marker. So to do that, I will just trace it in like pencil very lightly. I'm going to kind of bounce the numbers too. I think maybe on the inside, like, of my monthly part, I'll do it, like, Northern Lightsy. And then I just kind of sketch to close the bridges. And then we're going to use this fun silver pen again. I can't believe it's so late. I did not get on here till really late too, though. My dinner took forever to get here, and then I was like, I kind of fell asleep for like 20 minutes, and then I was just kind of like laying there like, what? What just happened? Because I was like giving myself a few minutes to like digest before I hopped on live. Because I was so like frustrated that the pizza guy took forever with my food. And then I was just kind of laying there like, what? Okay, so let's also, if I can find a good, let's do purple. Let's see, we're gonna, a little darker than I wanted, but I was just like annoyed that the guy wasn't there. I was hungry. And then all of a sudden I was like, wait, what time is it? What? Shoot, I need to go. And I didn't want to knock it on because, again, like, at least I'm going to be finishing some of the things I wanted to finish. Like, and then I might find like a New Year's quote to put in here. So that'll be the front. And then on the inside, if you haven't been here before, I like to do a mood tracker. And I'm going to kind of carry over the concept that I did last year where I will have my, actually I might just use that same one. Although I probably won't, but maybe for now until I move it over, until I make a new one. Instead of continually like putting them on there and having to make space for my moods, I just made a little card that I moved from month to month. Oh, it's kind of ripping this, but I just moved it and put a little bit of like washi to tip it in. And then it has like all the like, I won't say classifications, but like what red means, what I just use the same colors over and over. And I liked that. It made it less work for me. So I'm going to do the same thing this year. And I think I'm going to do, I said I was going to do Northern Lights on the inside, but I think for this specific one, because I don't know what I would do for trackers for the Northern Lights, I'm going to do balloons, if I can find what I'm looking for, which is this. Nope. Yeah, but it doesn't have the balloon I wanted, so no. Shoot. Okay. What else can I do? Well, that's annoying me. Because I won't get 31 of those ones, and I don't want all stars. Let me see if I can grab. This is a good live. Like, I know sometimes I'll occasionally get questions about like how I plan layouts. This is a very good live. This is a good live for people that have asked that question because it's a little bit chaotic and a little bit of how I usually plan, which is to say that I don't. I just kind of start with an idea and go with it until that idea doesn't serve anymore. So mostly it's just chaos, honestly. All right, and I'm not gonna do the like strings of the balloons. I'm just gonna kind of try to fit as many balloons in here as I can. And hopefully it'll be 31. Hey Donald, how are you? See you at book club. Bring your trivia brain. Brush up on the trivia. We're gonna start survivoring book club. If you don't do trivia well, you're getting kicked out. I'm just kidding. Four. Five. I'm kidding. Mostly. You know, I'm not really, but it's fine. 6. We need to just have like a trivia night and not just book club nights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm loving playing it though. 8. 9. 10. Yeah, it really has. I've always wanted to play trivia, but nobody would ever go with me. So I'm really glad we started doing that. 11, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12. I'm not looking forward to like all the teams being back though, and like it being actual competition again. I mean, I am, but not really. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. Sorry, I'm not being super talkative. It's hard to keep track of these. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. And this is about the point where I'm like, okay, I think I'll make it bed. 19. 20. 21. 24. 24. 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. 30. 31. 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. 41. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. 50. 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. 56. 57. 58. 59. 60. 61. 62. 63. 64. 65. 66. 67. 68. 69. 70. 71. 72. 73. 74. 75. 76. 77. 78. 79. 80. 81. 82. 83. 84. 85. 86. 87. 88. 89. 90. 91. 92. 93. 94. 95. 96. 97. 98. 99. 100. 101. 102. 103. 104. 105. 106. 107. 108. 109. 110. 111. 112. 113. 114. 115. 116. 117. 118. 119. 120. 121. 122. 123. 124. 125. 126. 127. 128. 129. 130. 131. 132. 133. 134. 135. 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. Jenny, by the way, if you're still here, remind me as soon as I'm done counting. I'm at 29. To tell you about the Grand Rapids. Because I think I want to go. 30. I'm trying. 31. I think that's 31. Let's see. So I like to number them. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Hang on, I gotta tell you about it. I just want to finish counting. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. To a specific event. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Apparently, there is a lantern festival in Grand Rapids sometime semi-soon. I need to look it up because I want to go. Because we were talking about, like, how, like, after the holidays, it's so boring because it's, like, you know, all the lights go away and all the fun things go away. And somebody, I don't know, if Mary Edith, I think? I guess. They said it's like a lantern festival. I need to look it up. Somebody was telling me about it in here earlier. Because I want to go. Okay, so there is my January mood tracker. And then the last thing, well, not the last thing because I still have to do the calendar, but I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do the Northern Lights on here, just kind of like a quick little backgroundy light. But wouldn't it be fun if it was like Tanglebee? Oh. I guess that would be a good post-birthday trip. I was like imagining it was like, I guess it makes sense to do it in the warm weather though. I was thinking it was like a February-ish. And I have no idea why I was thinking that. I just decided it was in my brain, I guess. Literally somebody told me this like an hour ago on here. That still sounds fun if it's like Tangled. I thought it was like a one-off kind of thing, like it was like one weekend kind of. Yeah. Ooh, at the Cleveland Zoo? That's fun. I apparently owe my nephew a trip to the Columbus Zoo because I was telling him about it when I took him to the Toledo Zoo a few weeks ago. Or in October, I was telling him about it. About how they have the water park in the parking lot. And he was, like, attached to this idea of the water park in the parking lot. So apparently I'm going to be going down there at some point this summer. That little stinker. I wanted to wait for all the kids at the high school. Oh, that's kind of cool. I mean, not cool the reason, but my brother and sister wanted to do it at their wedding, and they had all of them and stuff, and we were, like, all outside, and they let the first couple go, and they, like, the wind had shifted, and so they were all going over, like, the top of the their wedding was at the Rooster Tail in Detroit. It was all going over the foot. And the people that worked there were like, no, 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 no. It was so funny. Because like the wind had shifted after they had told them like, yeah, it was fine to do. Oh my God. It was so funny. There's one in Detroit in September. That's too far away though. I mean, I'm down, but let's go to Cleveland Zoo, I guess. Yeah, there's the Columbus Zoo is awesome. Actually, if you've ever heard of, like Jungle Jack, like Jack Hanna, Jungle Jack Hanna, he used to be the curator of the Columbus Zoo, and he did a lot of work there, and he was awesome. I actually had classes in college. Some of the classes I took, you had to actually go and like, you would listen to him speak and stuff, and he was awesome. And he did a lot of work. So there's, I don't think it's like a huge water park, but like it's, you know, it's for he'll be 5 by that point, like a 5-year-old. He'd love that. Yeah, it was really cool. They did a lot of like animal conservation work and stuff like that. But the Columbus Zoo is actually one of the nicest ones in the country. Although I don't know if it still is or it just was back then, but. So I took them to, they have a membership at the Toledo Zoo. Because I think they do a reciprocal with the Detroit Zoo, and the number of zoos they got in for getting the Toledo Zoo membership instead of the Detroit Zoo was like more. Anyway, hang on. Anyway, so I had taken him to, they had a Halloween thing at the zoo, and they had gotten tickets, and then my sister-in-law's water broke, and she was in the hospital for like 2 weeks, and she actually called my mom. She was like, I can get you an extra ticket, and you guys can both take him. And Mom was like, I don't want to go. It's gonna be cold. And I was like, well, you know what? He can go with me as long as, you know, I wanted to do stuff with just him and I. And it's like a 45-minute drive for us. Like, it's not a bad drive at all. I mean, for reference, the Detroit Zoo is probably like a 30-minute drive for me. So, like, it's really not much difference. And from his house, actually, it's probably about the same because he lives a little further south than I do. And so I had taken him, and on the way down, I was like, you know, talking about the Columbus Zoo, and told him like, oh, we'll go in the summer, and we'll go when the water park's open, and like, they've got this, and they've got manatees, and like all this other stuff. And so then I guess the one day he was at home, and this was like 2 months later, you know, we went to the zoo and did everything, went to lunch, whatever. And then 2 months later, my sister-in-law calls me at work and was like, what? He was telling me that like there's a zoo that has a water park and he wants to go to it right now. And I was like, oh no, I'm just talking about the Columbus Zoo. I told him I would take him next summer when it's open. And she was like, well, he's here and he wants to go this weekend. And this was in like December. And he wants to go. I was like, buddy, it's not open. He's like, well, how about we go on Saturday then? And I was like, no, it's not going to be open on Saturday either. Like, it's closed for the whole year. And he was like, but I want to go to it. You little stink. But he's a little character. He wants what he wants. He's a cutie. He really is too cute. All right. So then the last part of my like monthly setup that I do is the calendar itself. And I like using these brush box. There's several different versions of this same like concept where there's like, you know, X amount of slits and you can put it on a page and kind of build your calendar around it. So I'm going to do it. He's a little stinker. He really is. We're going to go 4 on this page because that'll make it easy. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. So all I do is kind of like look at, you know, I'm looking at this calendar here that's on this page. And I'll kind of count like, you know, where the month falls. And this is convenient because like what I do is there's 4 on one side and 3 on the other. But sometimes I'll do 3 on this side and 4 on the other. But because there's these 4 and then I'll have to like tape off less, I'll do it that way. So then I just start washing down and I kind of count like, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll have some room at the top there. And this has been my favorite style of doing this calendar. It's going to turn out kind of watercolory. Yes, of course, anytime. Thanks for joining. Have a good night, you guys. We will see you in like a week-ish. Have fun in Miami if you guys go. Bring us back some sun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, that's 5 rows that week. So I'll continue to wash this off. And then there's this Sunday is not in January. So I will just take some washi and cover that one up. And you'll kind of see why I chose 4 because of the way the week fell too. Because this way I could just leave this whole bottom row open. And then I just kind of choose like 2 to 3, 3 to 4 colors. You can kind of add, you know, a color here or there based on what you want. But I find like 3 to 4 colors is a good middle ground. Because you don't want too many because then it just gets like muddy. Have a great time. Hopefully, and safe travels when you're headed back this way too. So all I'll do is I'll take all 4 colors and I'll kind of like, you know, get my brushes ready. And where is my purple? There it is. And I'll kind of just put a little bit of each color on. And of course leave it out so that I can continue to add color. And for this, I go pretty light. And I'm just going to take these and just kind of brush a little bit of color. I usually try to put a little bit of every color, even if it's just like a tiny little streak in every box. And I want the background to be like a little lighter. Like I don't want it to be too dark because like I am still going to put like my monthly calendar on this. You know, all my things I'm doing throughout the month. So I don't want to go too dark. So the intention is to kind of make it look almost watercolory. So I will kind of dab it off if I put more ink on it. Or just go very lightly in how I'm pressing. And I'll just kind of work my way through. And I won't go like too much of any one color. And if I do, I'll kind of go back through at the end and try to add more color. We're just kind of adding a little bit of each color in and kind of building a base because we're going to come back through with at least a couple of the colors. And now, like, especially as I'm like reaching these like last color or two, I'm kind of trying to fill in more of the white space of stuff. Like if there's white, I'll go with more. And then I can kind of see there's more blue and green, and I definitely want it to be more pink and purple. So then I'll just kind of go and go back over, you know, some of those areas that have less pink. And then again, the same thing with the purple too. And it looks kind of sloppy right now. Like it looks like, what is this mess that she is doing? But I promise when I pick it up, it's going to look better. By some random magic, it just makes it look like watercolory after. Okay. So I'm going to move all these. I try to keep my washi intact because it just makes it easier. Thank you. Okay. So then there is how that came out. And then the last 3 days are covered. So I'll just use that same washi tape. The only important thing is to really make sure you have the right days covered. Because I do that so often that I don't pick the right days to cover. So after I've kind of taped it off, what I'll usually do is like go through like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I know. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31. So I got it all good. And then I'm going to kind of, I do try to like make the soft, like the circles a little softer than some of them tend to be. Because I get, at this point, like if this is the last thing, and this tends to be the last thing I do on my monthly, I'm always like, okay, I'm ready to be done. Like, let's just finish this. Do it real fast. I feel like the second page is always the one that like gets really interesting for me, because it's always like a little, like really. Especially if you've done as much as I've done tonight, which is a lot. I did not intend to do this much, which is good though. I need to get this done, and even like, as long as you kind of fill in the outside of these, you can leave some white on the inside too. So yeah, I've been on a good kick. When I did our planning thing the other day, when we were in person at the planner store that we go to, I got a ton done that day. So I think I'm just like in a groove. Like when I'm ready to do it, I'm like ready to do it. Hopefully that'll be my mojo for tomorrow. I probably won't come live. I think I'm just gonna be kind of planning on my own. All right. So then I will pull this up and you'll see how those come out. And then the last thing I think I'm gonna do is just add just a little bit. Whoa. Whatever washi this is extremely sticky. I'm also not being gentle, so I'm gonna add a little bit of the Northern Lights in here. And I think I'm just gonna stick mostly to the green. And maybe put a little bit of color in there. And then I'll add a little bit more on this side. More than anything, this is just to kind of fill a little bit of the blank, empty space here too. Yeah. We'll do one more up the side here too. Okay, and the last thing I'm gonna do is put just January across the top of it too. The other thing I might do is like find like a Northern Lights quote or something. And then, of course, I will number it. it a little simpler than I normally do. I'm gonna put like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay. This will just allow me to get my stuff done and put it in and not be, well, when I get it finished, then I'll put my plans in. Like, no, I just need to put my plans in. Okay, so then the last thing, let's give this tip and tape a try. See how it works. Fingers crossed. Okay. So, what I surmise is basically you just cut it to the size you need. I'll probably cut it slightly longer and then just trim it up. And then I think all you do is, oh, you can do like one side. That's cool. That'll work well because then I can just do like one side and line it up. Thank you. I hope that's like a good, good fold line. I feel like this is gonna take like a time or two using it before it's like, you know, really easy to use. But we'll see. Okay, and then I guess just kind of align it. I'm gonna fold this back. This might be the hard part. It's probably harder to do because I'm on camera and not like however I want to be. Okay. I don't want this to be too far down either. Oh, maybe I'll do this. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna like hold it. Hold and fold. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't thinking. I was like, this is not working. I'm just gonna trim that. Well, that's kind of nice. All right, we'll see how it holds, but I like that I have like more space here because usually like here I'm like cramped. All right, let's do the other side. Definitely do it close though. That was not the smartest thing I've ever done. And it doesn't show, right? Exactly. It's clear. I feel like I'm gonna need a lot more of this. I grabbed a roll of it. I was helping her, Lauren Phelps. This is from Lauren Phelps Design. I was helping her run her little shop booth at SGS, and I was like, oh, I need this. I just grabbed it. I was like, here. Like, as I was sitting there, like, playing with stuff, I was like, I keep needing to order this. I should probably grab it here. Okay. And then this one again. I'm like getting all other random pieces of washi stuck on me. I do still think this, though, I want to line up. Try to line it up even better than I did the last one, because I think the last one was a little bit off center. And then, like you guys said, we'll do it close. Because I'm a doofball. It's stuck to me. I can't get it off. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to, like, get better about the amount that I'm cutting and try to cut either, like, less, or I'm just gonna have to keep trimming it. Ooh. I don't know if I just didn't align it very good, because down here it looks good, but I don't want this to be, like, very... The only thing I'm worried about is, like, I feel like I'm always going to have the page behind it done, because now, like, on this page, I'm just going to have, like, a strip that I can't use. Maybe I could just put washi over it, though. Like, whatever to coordinate with whatever I'm doing. That might be the move, to just put, like, a coordinating, and then it'll give me a reason to use washi more often, which we all know I need, because I have way too much washi for the amount that I use. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe we'll try that one next month and see which one I like better. All right, well that's cool, because that gives me a ton more room. But yeah, you're right, if I did on the inside, like these ones, I'd have to, like, give myself some space. Well, we'll play with it. We'll see this one and see how we like on the, I think I'm gonna like on the outside more. Most months, though, this page should be the week before, and it should already be done, so that's not a big issue. It's just this one, because this is one of the pages that I just haven't decided what I'm doing with yet, so I'll just use a little bit of washi over it. Or this gives me the impression that it's not going to be, like, super, like, permanent. Like, maybe I could even pull it back up. Or I'll just use washi. That'll be the best thing to do. Okay, so we got a lot done tonight. We did, I'll flip through, like, everything that I did. It is a really cool product. I'm going to need more of it. And I think she had different, like, widths, too. So this is the cover page in my 2024 era. I've started writing notes because I still need to find my stamp to stamp the little monthly calendars in here. But this is going to be my future log. These two pages are going to be birthdays. I'm hopefully going to work on those tomorrow. My goals, again, I just need to put my goals in. That page is all stenciled. I just need to draw the goals in. These two pages, or three pages, are going to be my vision board. These two are going to be my word of the year. Again, that's stuff that doesn't, like, need to be done at the second. So my goal is to get this functional this weekend. And I think actually just doing those two pages really does. I still have some stuff I want to do, but, like, you know, I have time. My master packing list, my 2024 playlist, which is probably the next one that I need to do as far as, like, stuff I need to do. 3 pages of self-care spreads. We did this one on live the other day, the shop goals and the social media tracker. My bucket list. And every page on here has stenciling. So, like, even on this page where it doesn't look like it, these are stenciled, and then the stars are all stenciled. My 2024 travels, I still need to draw the US map here, but other than that, and just kind of write in, like, my travel log or whatever. This will be my world travel. So, like, I think I'm going to do a map of Canada and a map of Italy. So it'll be kind of the same thing where, like, it'll be the map of the USA and whatever. And then these 3 pages, this one's going to be the hold on to the memories, which will be my favorite picture of each month. And then these 2 are going to be, like, the 24 adventures in 24, but, like, I'm going to have 2 pages so I can do more than that. My gifts and gift ideas and wish lists. This, I think, is going to be a quote page, which... And then this is my favorite one. I was working on this in the beginning, but if you weren't here in the beginning, you didn't see it. I did this part of it last night, the Life Lessons Taylor's version. So this is going to be, like, Taylor Swift, like, song lyrics that are, like, life lessons. So, like, if a man talks shit, then I owe him nothing. To live for the hope of it all. Hold on to the memories. They will hold on to you. Everything you lose is a step you take. And then when I first got on here, I did the confetti in the background. I think it makes it, like, pop. I kind of want to make these lines a little thicker. That would make that pop more, but... and then I have 3 pages that I don't know what I'm going to do with yet, but I'm fine with that right now because I have to set everything else up. I do want to make a budget tracker somewhere in there, or a savings tracker. And then, of course, we just did this. So this is my cover page. This is a confetti stencil, the numbers, and the bullet journal basics. This is the new mirror ball banner one. We did use that tip-in tape. My mood tracker, which I used the birthday stencil, the balloons on there. And then I used the brush box banner, or brush band. Thank you. Yes, you too. Have a good night. And then, yeah. Oh, and I did next week's layout too, which was this for the Lions playoff game. And that's all I did. That's what you missed on Glee. Wow, my millennial showed, sorry. Okay, but yeah, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. You guys have a good night and have a good weekend. I don't think I'll be on again this weekend, but I might. I'm not sure. Probably not, though, because I think Sunday's going to be, I'm going to hang out with some people and probably watch the Lions game. And tomorrow I'm going to work on some stuff, I think, by myself. But if I want to go live, I might. So we'll see. Anyway, have a good weekend. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining.